Good day, viewers. Welcome to episode 116 of Erongo Talk, brought to you all the way from the oasis of opportunities, Walvis Bay. I'm Otis, your host at the coast, joining you from Auas Motors. And today we celebrate Internet Day and bring you the news, the weather, as well as the tides. We also feature an interview with Kundja Kavari, the outgoing junior mayor of Walvis Bay. And remember, our loyal viewers can win their share of accommodation vouchers for the upcoming Namibia Tourism Expo being given away by Namibia Media Holdings. All you need to do is answer the pop-up question. Vouchers are redeemable at any accommodation stand at the Expo from the 4th until the 7th of November. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment.
So here we are, just you and me. I'm all the wind when you touch me. 'Cause when you do, my feet won't touch the ground.
And now for today's news. Despite the difficulties the tourism industry has been facing because of the coronavirus pandemic, the Namibian Tourism Expo was launched yesterday. The Tourism Expo, which is now in its 22nd year, is the biggest tourism event in the country, bringing together stakeholders from all walks of life as well as international exhibitors to network and showcase their services and products. Speaking at the launch, Tourism Minister Pohamba Shifeta said that the continuity of domestic tourism operations is crucial at this critical time. He said the Tourism Expo will create a platform for the industry to brainstorm ideas to ensure that Namibia remains a preferred destination in sub-Saharan Africa. Equally, we believe that this is the time for Southern Africa to join hands in marketing the region as a destination. Namibia's tourism sector continues to be suppressed by the effects of the coronavirus, which resulted in the decline in tourism activities, said the minister. He also added that the pandemic has taught the industry to refocus, invest, and aggressively market domestic tourism. He also stressed that tourism is vulnerable to many factors, both internal and external. Now, the Namibian Tourism Expo is organized annually by Namibia Media Holdings. It hosts exhibits by local, regional and international exhibitors and also features interactive cooking demonstrations, food, beer and wine tasting, as well as a host of fun activities to attract travel enthusiasts, foodies, friends of tourism and the public. Nou vir ietsie in Afrikaans. So terwyl die ekonomie aan die kus weer op die bene is te danke aan die toestroming van binnelandse besoekers, moet inwoners en besighede op klein binnelandse dorpies soos Omaruru steeds hulle sente omdraai. Na die afstel van die immer gewilde Omaruru kunstefees vroeër vanjaar het inwoners nou saamgespan om die Omaruru wegbreek inisiatief aan te bied. Dit is nie 'n groot fees nie, maar eerder 'n inisiatief om die ekonomie van die dorpie stelselmatig weer aan die gang te kry, het mevrou Tinkie Cornelissen, 'n inwoner van Omaruru, wat aan die spits van die inisiatief is, vir ons vertel. So Cornelissen sê dat die inisiatief begin is toe daar reëlings getref is vir 'n nagmark vir Vrydag 30 Oktober by Ongwari Kafee. Vir die volgende dag is daar 'n spitbraai op die spyskaart met by die Kristal kellery. Toegang tot beide geleenthede is gratis. So 6 verblyfgeriewe het toe ingespring en besluit om spesiale pryse vir blyplek vir die naweek aan te bied. Cornelissen, wat 'n organiseerder van die Omaruru kunstefees is, skat dat die dorp elke jaar 'n ekonomiese inspuiting van ongeveer 1 miljoen uit die fees gemaak het, maar weens die COVID-19 pandemie moes Omaruru se besighede hierdie jaar daarsonder klaar kom. Sy sê in 'n klein dorpie soos Omaruru waar mense mekaar ondersteun, sirkuleer dieselfde geld. Dit is dus baie belangrik dat ons ook 'n inkomste van buite ons dorp verdien. So Cornelissen sê die pandemie het 'n nuwe besigheidsorde op die dorp gebring. Ons boere kon nie meer ons gewone mark hou nie, maar ons het bestellings geneem en ons produkte afgelewer. Ons het ons mark aanlyn begin aanbied, het sy gesê. And then finally, Rugby Africa announced the immediate release of 170,000 euros from a solidarity fund for its member unions earlier this year. The Rugby Africa Executive Committee has initiated the relief campaign given the current health crisis and the immediate impact it had on the rugby community at large. 31 rugby federations, including that of Namibia, received assistance from the Rugby Africa Solidarity Fund and used it towards distribution of emergency food packages, medical support, as well as personal protective equipment such as masks, hand sanitizer, gels, and etc. For clubs and players in their respective countries. All member federations were eligible for this financial aid to support their rugby communities and could use the funds depending on their needs, while the financial aid granted considered the size of the federation and its level of development. And that concludes your news segment for today.
Now with me here is Kundja Kavari from International School of Walvis Bay, and he was our 2020 Junior Mayor of Walvis Bay. How are you today, Kundja?
I'm good. How are you, Leander?
I'm good. It's always so nice to see your face. Now, Kundja, we're just going to reflect on your year as Junior Mayor.
Yeah.
If you could sum it up, how would you sum up your year as Junior Mayor?
Exciting. The circumstances were different, so it was kind of a challenging but exciting journey, and I think I wouldn't mind doing it again.
Now I can see it on your face. Now, Kundja, tell me, what would you deem as your highlight being Junior Mayor of Walvis Bay?
I think the campaign that we did on mental health awareness and the motivational awareness videos that we did, I think that would be the highlight. And, of course, the circumstances it was done under, so I think that was the highlight of the whole
of your year. Because I remember when you were first inaugurated, you said that you wanted to tackle mental health. Is it a personal does it have a special heart in your, or special place in your heart? Mental health.
It does, because it's one of the things that a lot of people don't know about, and somehow it's neglected. But I'm seeing as we're going forward, more and more people are starting to talk about it, and that's really cool because we are tackling something that a lot of people haven't seen. And by tackling this, we'll be able to have youth who are more active, who are more involved in youth development activities and so on. So it's really exciting, yeah.
Cool. Now, Kundja, what would you highlight, or what would you say was some of your challenges as Junior Mayor?
I think the challenge was communication. You know, having to communicate to people through WhatsApp. So I had to have Away every time, and not all the councillors could have Away, so sometimes
or Wi-Fi or what,
or Wi-Fi, and it was really tough, you know. Some of them were not replying because, and one of the things that, you know, what our councillors as well, some of them were having mental health illnesses during the time, so it was really tough. You had to talk to some of them like, guys, let's try this and let's try that, and it really amazed me that we were trying to tackle mental health, not knowingly that some of us were having mental health.
Exactly.
Issues, knowing that we are all young and so on. So it was really a challenge to keep everyone happy and so on. But
yeah, and with the COVID-19 pandemic, you also couldn't do majority of your projects, right?
Yeah, we couldn't do a lot, and having people texting you and saying, what is the GCC doing? Why you guys quiet?
And you were like,
our hands are tied, you know.
Yes.
But we did try our best, regardless of the circumstances.
Definitely. Now, Kundja, tell me, did you always have the aspiration to become Junior Mayor of Walvis Bay?
Not really. Until last year, I think, like at the end of last year. I really didn't think I would become Junior Mayor, but I did. It all started when I was at Flamingo, head of the Junior Council. And then the dream, let me say it was a dream. The dream faded because we were at Flamingo, there was only grade 10, we couldn't join the JCC. And like when we changed school, I went to international. And if I didn't go to international school, I wouldn't be in the Junior Council because all the other, we would have been in grade 11 and councillors are only chosen in grade 10. And so when I went to the international school, we were taken back to grade 10 because that's their grade 11. And that's how I got the opportunity to join the JCC. And as we went, everything started happening for me, and I ended up being the junior mayor. I wasn't even one of the favorites to become
Yes.
junior mayor, but I ended up being junior mayor, and I really appreciate those that
Wow.
gave me the opportunity to lead, and it was a really awesome journey.
Cool. Now, Kundja, tell us about your future plans. You are in grade 12 now. What are your plans after school?
Currently, I recently became a constituency representative for NYC, Namibian Youth Council.
Nice.
So that's one of the things I'll be doing next year.
Yes.
And then also trying to go to university. So that's the plan. I want to study CA. So hopefully that will happen for me. And yeah,
Okay.
looking forward to my journey with NANSO. I'm also
Yes.
part of NANSO, Give Us the Flow Namibia. So I'm going to be involved in some youth
Nice.
development activities, hopefully. And yeah, that's the way forward.
Cool. We're keeping thumbs for you, thumbs and fingers and toes and everything. Now, Kundja, tell me if you could tell us about your leadership style. How would you how would you describe it?
I think it's a democratic style,
Uh-huh.
but sometimes it has some laissez-faire in it, because
Yes.
that's one of the things that I was taught actually, that you have to be democratic, but sometimes in times where things are tough,
Yes.
and not all of us can come together to make the decision, then I somehow have to act autocratic. But most of the time it's usually democratic. Everyone is involved in decision making, making sure that if not everyone agrees with the situation, then majority counts,
Yes.
and so on. So that's really how I prefer to lead, in a very humble way. I
Yes.
prefer to listen more
Yes.
to the people, and that's trying to bring the potential of everyone together for the benefit of the community. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, Kundja, on a sad note, you lost your father this year, and I know for a fact he played a huge role in your life. Can you just tell us about that?
That was one of the things that really hit me, and I'm still trying to get over it and still trying to heal. He was really my mentor, the way he was, and I feel like he is, because
Yes.
even at home, he wouldn't just make a decision himself. He would always ask us like, what do you guys think about it, and so on. So he really is the one that taught me how to be how I am today. And so he played a crucial role. And
Yes.
he was always there when I was being inaugurated, to my meetings,
Yes.
everywhere. And he didn't talk a lot, but his encouragement was through how he acted.
Yes.
I even talk more than he does. Even when we came, the day when we came from inauguration, I was just quiet.
Yeah.
Until we reached home, and it's like, when we came home, is when he said, "Oh, this guy's not the junior mayor, he didn't even tell us." So yeah, he was a really exciting person, and even till his last day, he
Yes.
always spoke about how I should go study, and is my school paid, and so he was really a person who encouraged me a lot, just
Yes.
because of who he was, how he worked a lot for the house, for the
Yes.
family. And his leadership really took place in my family, because today all his brothers are educated just because of him.
Wow.
So yeah, he was the type of person who brought people together,
Yes.
and made sure not only he went forward, but his whole family members went forward. So he was an awesome person.
Cool. No, I can see and I can hear from what you're telling us. And then just finally, Kundja, it's almost the end of 2020. Exams are coming up. What is your message to the youth? Because I know for a fact this isn't going to be the last time we're going to see you. So what are your message to the youth?
My message to the youth is, guys, let's stand together. I think we're in a time where we need to unite as youth and not get divided by small things,
Yes.
and so on. So I think we really need to unite, speak the same language. Sometimes we'll obviously disagree on some things, but at the end of the day, let us stand together. And I think as youth, we also need to learn to stop complaining a lot.
Yes.
And work more, especially now that we are in exams. Let us
Exactly.
work more. Stop complaining about COVID-19. That already happened. It's now
Yes.
time to focus on your exams, study. Forget about the time that has already passed. Let's focus on the future with unity. And if you see that your friend didn't understand something, help them, because
Yes.
we didn't get enough time.
Very
but,
true.
we can help each other to reach a certain goal. So yeah,
Definitely.
that's my message.
Thank you so much, Kundja, for chatting to us today. It's always lovely talking to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And now for the weather and the tides. The sun was out between 14 minutes past 6 and 18 minutes past 6 and will set between 7 minutes past 7 and 13 minutes past 7 today. The first low tide arrived at 5 minutes past 8 with the second low tide due at 8:30. And then the first high tide was at 20 minutes past 2 with the second high tide flowing in at 2:30. The best time for fishing today is between 3 and 4 o'clock. Walvis Bay will enjoy a maximum of 21 with a 26 kilometer per hour strong southwesterly wind today with a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 9 predicted for tomorrow. Swakopmund will enjoy a maximum of 19 with a 20 kilometer southwesterly wind today with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 17 predicted for tomorrow. Henties Bay will enjoy a maximum of 19 and a 17 kilometer strong southern wind today with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 17 predicted for tomorrow. Arandas will enjoy a maximum of 28 and a 15 kilometer strong southwesterly wind today with a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 25 predicted for tomorrow. Usakos will enjoy a maximum of 35 with a 17 kilometer per hour strong southeasterly wind today with a minimum of 16 and a maximum of 37 predicted for tomorrow. Karibab will enjoy a maximum of 34 and a 17 kilometers per hour strong southern wind today with a minimum of 17 and a maximum of 35. And finally, Omaruru will experience a maximum of 34 with a 13 kilometers per hour strong southeasterly wind and a minimum of 16 and a maximum of 34 predicted for tomorrow. And that concludes your weather for today. I hope you've enjoyed the content of today's show. I am standing next to a brand new Isuzu Arctic. You can check out this vehicle and loads of Super November specials at your number one dealership right here at the coast. All the Suzuki vehicles available here has a 5-year, 200,000 kilometers warranty. And that's Auas Motors, car people with a sixth sense for you. Erongo Talk is an extension of our website www.erongo.com.na and our Erongo 24/7 Facebook page. You are most welcome to join our family of over 70,000 online followers. And I reiterate that one, a massive 70,000 and more online followers. So go like and then click on the links on our Facebook page to access any of the stories we talked about, information about services, as well as adverts on our website. If you need to advertise or promote a product or your company, this is the place for you to be. Yes, we are in the process of processing and putting our Erongo holiday supplement together. So if you want to put your business on the map, send us a WhatsApp at 081 17 00040. I repeat that number, 081 17 00040. And we will get in touch with you. You are most welcome to drop us clips of what's happening in your community. Remember, COVID is not a thing of the past. The invincible enemy is a reality and still amongst us. So protect yourself. Stay sanitized, healthy and safe. Cheerio.